And so Mama Llama, I've seen a lot of fighting out there. What's going on? Why can't we all be kind? Real question. Like, I really do want to know. So, I'm in the middle politically, so don't at me on anything. But 4 years ago, we saw a lot of rioting by a lot of Democrats. This year, we're seeing quiet protesting. Well, not quiet, but peaceful protesting by Republicans. And then we see Republicans being shot at with fireworks. What is happening? Is it the end of the earth? Is it in the world? Inquiring minds kind of want to know. However, in this house, we're going to teach kindness. We're going to teach peace. We're going to teach how to be nice regardless if you win or lose. In fact, we always say it's not about winning. It's about having fun. And the reason we say that is because I don't want them growing up to be overly competitive. And I know that some of you really like competitive, like you really are competitive. But my husband and I were very competitive when we first got married. So much so that we couldn't even play like Wii games together because if I beat him, he would get upset. Sore loser. So we've learned it doesn't matter who wins. We're just going to have fun doing it. And that's how we had to take it. Like, nobody's going to brag. Nobody's going to rub it in anybody's face. We're just going to be kind. When we play like games like bingo, we play with edible things so that whoever wins yells bingo and we all get to eat the prize. You can do things like that to instill kindness and sportsmanship at home, even if you have kids that don't play sports. My kids are not sports kids. We tried soccer. They didn't love it. They love gymnastics. And gymnastics is kind of an individual sport. Kind of. But they practice with other people. My kids don't one-up them. They lift them up. Hey, you still finished the finish line. High five for a great job. You worked hard. Those are things that come out of my kid's mouth. And he's 6. Because we instill that at home. It begins at home. If you want the change in the world, stop being so vocal. Show your actions instead. Actions begin at home. You can't preach about peace and love and then beat your kids at home or yell at your neighbor or yell at the car in front of you with your children in the car because they're seeing that. That's what they're going to emulate. Our kids emulate us. They're little mirrors. If you don't like the way your children act, look in the mirror. They're learning it from somewhere. It's probably you. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But to me, those little mirrors are a great chance to be able to self-grow, to figure out what are those little nuances that others may not like and work on it. What nuances in my children drive me insane? Oh, maybe I should look internally. I laugh because my oldest has the same kind of like fiery, like he gets mad and clams up like my husband. I'm like, oh, we're going to fight. Then I realize I just have to let him be, take a deep breath. I want to talk it out right then and there. And so does my youngest. He's like, we will talk about this now. But my husband and my oldest need like a moment to breathe. So we've learned that. We just have to give you a moment and then we'll carry on. Kindness. It starts at home. It begins at home. And it's what is carried out into the world. Are you showing kindness? Are you being kind to your kid? Are you constantly yelling at them, telling them to go away, telling them to go to their room, that they're annoying, that they're bothering you? I know on the days that I do that, my child is extra special because they want connection. I show them a little kindness, watch a little movie, play some little games. Magically, they disappear. Like magic. People want to be kind. People want a connection. Human beings are designed for a connection. Kindness begins at home. Be kind to your kids. When you're yelling at them, stop. Would you want your boss yelling at you? No. Would you want anyone yelling at you? No. So why are you yelling at them? I have to stop myself on a regular basis. I am human. It comes out. Last night I did, and I cried. I sat there and cried afterwards. And my husband's like, baby, it's okay. They pushed you. I'm like, my job is to teach. I failed them today. He's like, but you'll do better tomorrow. And he's right. I will. My yelling is few and far between now. And that's huge with the 6 and 4-year-old at home because, well, anybody who's ever had a 6 and 4-year-old know they're not easy, especially the boys. Whew. Kindness begins at home. If you're not kind to yourself, you can't be kind to your kids and your husband or your boyfriend or your wife or whoever your spouse is. If you're not kind to yourself, you can't be kind to anybody else. Kindness begins at home within you, and from there it expands. So what are you going to choose to be today? Do you want to put kindness in the world? Have a kind world? Or do we want to continue to see what's happening out there today? People shooting fireworks at people who are eating because they disagree with them. It's a disagreement of opinions and values. United States is split down the middle. You have a lot of people with the conservative values that the United States was founded on, and you have a lot of people trying to take it in a different direction. Both sides can be kind. In fact, if you're kind and you actually practice that, you get a little bit further than just being mean and, shooting fireworks at people. Rioting, looting stores. Kindness begins at home. It begins at home. It begins with you. Let's be the change. Let's be that change, guys. We can do this. I know we can. Get out there and win that day. And be kind. Bye, y'all. Signing off.